Good morning. It's Monday morning and I uploaded the 9-hour sleep clinic video last night, so I'm a little bit tired, but I've put some makeup on because I've got Gemma Evans from the Sky News Swipe programme round this morning. She's just turned up. She's now in the Tingle Shed setting up with Mark the cameraman. And I'm just going to take Mark some tea and we're going to decide where we're going to film and what's happening for their interview. Come on then.
Hey everyone, I am behind the scenes inside the Tingle Shed, and this is WhispersRed. You might recognise her from YouTube if you're an ASMR fan. And over here is my cameraman Mark. Say hi, Mark.
So we finished our interview. I think it went really well.
She was great.
Thank you.
You'll be able to see it on Sky News this weekend.
This is Gemma Evans from Swipe.
Sky News Swipe. That was a great sound.
And so you came around this morning, didn't you, with cameraman Mark? We did our interview, we did some close-up stuff, didn't we, of sounds and things like that.
We had you wet wipe the camera.
Yeah, that was really nice. And I liked your questions.
Oh, good.
Thank you very much for taking an interest in ASMR and for asking really respectful questions. I
liked your
it.
answers, especially about how she got into it, because you just knew you liked that tingling sensation, and then you wanted to get to sleep one night and found things on YouTube that struck a chord, so then you created your own channel.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Pleasure.
And I'll link it on everything, social media and all of that stuff. And can I ask you a couple of questions?
Oh, go on then. I wasn't expecting this.
Gemma, how did you get into doing what you are doing now? And tell me all the things that you are doing, because I know it's not just swipe.
So that's quite a nice sound, isn't it? I trained as a journalist years and years and years ago, because I've been at Sky for 12 years now. And I was a radio journalist and reporter to begin with, and then I switched into TV. And I was presenting Channel 5 lunchtime and weekend news, Sky News, just main channel presenting. And then Swipe became a thing, and I took the show on and said I want to take that out and about and visit people and new locations. And that's what I do in Swipe, which is Sky's tech show. And then last year I launched my own social media series called Health Hackers, which is just a Facebook Live show where I interview people who are really at the top of their game in health and wellness, and kind of get under their skin and find out what they're doing. And that's all very new to me, so that's what I do when I'm not doing Sky stuff.
Fantastic. So how many days a week do you do the Sky then?
4 or 5.
Okay, and everything
then,
else is on top of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just my passion outside of my Sky work.
Fantastic. You don't look old enough to have been there for that long.
She's very kind.
You don't. You look way younger than
About to be 34, so it's been a while.
Good for you. Tell me your skincare regime, because that's going to be one of the questions
Seriously?
under the video. Yeah.
Oh,
They're
wow.
going to say you've got very nice tingly voice, which you have. That's why I asked you questions, so I could make you talk.
There was a plan. I feel duped.
And I did want to know, I'm just being cheeky.
Oh.
But you've got a very nice voice, and they'll say you're very pretty, and what's your skincare routine? So go.
So the skincare, that has been an issue. I had some real struggles with my skin, and spent 3 years on the most ridiculously strong creams and steroids and vitamin A's and antibiotics. I had a condition called perioral dermatitis, which made my job really tricky, because when you're wearing a lot of makeup on TV, it can feel even worse. And obviously you think everyone can see your skin. Yeah. But I ended up discovering a kefir, which is like a probiotic fermented drink.
Oh yeah.
And I found a website with this company in Wales, and story after story of people who had healed their own acne, dermatitis, eczema through drinking kefir, because it relined the gut with the right kind of bacteria. So you hear people talk about probiotics, and that crowds out the bad bacteria that was allegedly causing skin problems. So I didn't really believe in it, but I was at my wit's end. I had tried so much for 3 years, and began drinking this kefir. And I think it took 11 weeks, and it just cleared. And that was about 6 months ago now. So for 6 months I've had clear skin, and it's been, I can't tell you how happy I've been.
Wow,
it's
that's
been amazing.
amazing.
And some people
would have thought that.
And some people say, how do you know it was the kefir? And it wasn't a clinically controlled experiment, but it was the only thing I was drinking, or the only new variable that I changed in my life, and I was drinking it every morning as per the instructions, and that pretty much sums up my skincare regime. That and eating right, and exercising, and doing the right kind of cleansing and toning. But seriously, I think the kefir made the difference.
Wow, that's really good advice.
Yeah, I've written about that actually on my Instagram page.
Do you have a blog?
No, I just have, my Instagram is @healthhackergemma, and my Facebook is @Gemma Evans Broadcaster. That's where I do my Health Hackers series. Okay. And I've just found it fascinating, because a lot of the things that I've learnt throughout my own health journey have been because I've had some issues, like the skin issue, and then I've had to find out sometimes my own way to cure it. And sometimes it's been unconventional, and that means I've met a lot of people along the way, and that's why I decided to do a series called Health Hackers, where I can open up that guest's knowledge to everybody else as well.
So if you're doing a little video series, I think that's really cool.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, I think you'll do really well.
I think I've learned a lot from you today.
I'm going to link you underneath.
Thank you for saying nice things about my skin, because I can't tell you, I spent 3 years probably crying most weeks about it.
Skin.
Wow.
You've got very small. You've hardly got any wrinkles at all. You've got this lovely little smile line here, and everything else is just perfectly for your age. That's amazing. I've got loads of them.
What are you talking about?
I've got loads of them.
I don't think you have at all.
Oh look.
We've got a third guest down here.
That's BB.
We've got BB the doggy.
And Boo.
You can probably hear his paws.
So finally, before I release you, because I know you've
got to get back to the studio.
I'd like to do something, a mini ASMR. Tapping on makeup. Okay. So let's show some. It's all cruelty free, and mostly vegan, because I'm vegan now.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah, and I feel amazing. So how to tap? Oh, I've got another one.
I've never done this before.
So we're going to ASMR makeup now. We've done tissues, we've done baby wipes. Now we're going to tap on makeup.
Okay.
So makeup videos are really popular, because as you're applying the makeup, you make sounds with the makeup.
Yeah.
And what happens is, when you start getting into ASMR videos, you notice that everything has a sound, and you can go around the supermarket tapping on stuff. You just start to be aware of sounds all over, and it's a good mindfulness practice because your whole world kind of changes. Your whole world is suddenly full of sound that you didn't notice before.
Because you're noticing new things.
So there's lots of sounds on a makeup. This one doesn't have ridges on, does yours? Usually when they have ridges at the top like this. That would be a nice sound. Oh, that's really filthy.
Is that too strong a noise?
Yeah, that would be a little bit too loud. If you did it far away, it wouldn't be too bad. So when you're making a video about your makeup, you talk about your makeup and you make sounds with the makeup. And it's really mesmerising. This is my Chic to Chic Swish and Pop blusher by Charlotte Tilbury. That's nice. See, you could start your own ASMR channel. When you first start making videos, you think you enjoy doing it, it's really relaxing to do, and kind of forget the camera's on.
You just get carried away with relaxing.
Yeah. So how many people in your office thought that it was strange, and how many liked it?
Well, I only told a few people, and when I tweeted last night saying that I was coming here today and that I was going to meet WhispersRed, one of the girls in the office replied saying she loves.
I saw that.
Yeah, loves it. And it was actually a colleague of mine who told me about ASMR, and that was what made me do this piece that's going to be on Sky this weekend. But my family hadn't heard of it, and I don't think my husband had either.
Lots of people who start getting into ASMR videos, especially if they're younger, find it really difficult to talk to their family about it, almost like it's a big secret, because it's very difficult to put into words. And then one of your questions that was very interesting was, do people think that it's sexual? And you can easily tell how some people would think that it's sexual. So to then, as a teenager, show the videos to your parents to explain what ASMR is, it can be quite difficult.
Is that one of the most common misconceptions? Or maybe it's the most common, that people think it's a sexual thing, but it isn't.
Yeah. But that's getting easier. I mean, I've had people in this local area thinking that I've got a porn channel. And even talking about it around the school
hardly
gates.
porn.
Oh, no. What kind of porn have they been watching? Oh.
Well, I've certainly learnt a lot just being here this morning, because I was phrasing it wrong, because I thought ASMR was the thing, but it's not, it's the feeling.
Yeah.
So I thought this was ASMR, but actually this is the trigger.
For the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever that feeling is, whether it's the tingly feeling that's described, that ASMR describes, or if you experience something else from it, you might just feel relaxation, or just focus, or mind clearance, something like that. That's what your ASMR is, that's your feeling.
I better get back to the office.
Thank you for joining me in this little ASMR session.
Thank you for inviting me.
Pleasure.
Thank you for watching.